Hi clan, I have to say, because this video is actually mostly for you guys in my clan, and especially for you high level guys, Tortuga, Brute, all you guys, Rockmouth, all you guys who gives me great advice. And I'm making this video because I have tried to been thinking of all your advices, and this video is pretty perfect for me to show you guys how I am thinking, and it will be a good opportunity for you guys to understand me and correct me. Also, in this fight, I will face pretty much every single different situation, so that's also a good time to show you how I am facing everything. And I will have to warn you right now that this is a 1 hour and 13-minute fight, and I do not expect you guys to watch it all. And I can tell you that it's ending up with a victory after a long time. I'm making this video because it's such a great time for me great opportunity for me to show you how I am facing every single situation. So maybe I should speed it up here for a little bit. I'm just gathering these containers and building up my base for a while. It's not very much of interest, I guess. I'm fairly quick. I don't get all containers here, but yeah, at least half of them. Okay, so I'm gonna start explaining how I'm thinking here. So I thought I was going to be first in water, but this guy was really fast as well. So as I met his naval units, I decided to not focus too much on naval, just to defend myself for a while here. I don't really want to put too much focus in naval units right now, and I hope that's an okay decision to pretty much skip producing naval units and just trying to defend with the naval platforms. I'm not sure what you guys think of that, but I like to do that anyway. Okay, so when this occurs, that we are facing each other in naval battle, I usually like to try to go for pretty quick air, as that is usually the opponent often puts a lot of resources into naval, and that makes me first with air units. So that's my thought here. Just as right now I just want to make sure I'm defended against infantry. So I'm just putting down these sniper towers right now, and next thing will be to start with the air production. I think I can speed it up a little bit here, as it does not happen very much here. I'm just building up my air here. And yeah, I know I should be scouting more, and that's still a weakness of mine as I catch myself. To be honest, I forget about scout when I'm focusing too much on other things. Like here is all my focus on getting my air out, and I simply forget to scout. I know I should, of course. So anyway, I don't have really many units to scout with, to be honest. Yeah, I usually do this as well, pretty often. I hope that's okay as well. Trying to defend with buildings rather than units for the first like 10 minutes or so. And after gathering containers, I simply rather stop producing units and focus on getting air up. And once I have all my airplanes, right now all my 4 airplanes are under production, now I usually start upgrading production building and start producing ground units. So that's what you're going to see here for a while now. I guess I'm pretty lucky that my opponent is as passive as me. Okay, so now I am going for... Yeah, here I'm not sure what should be going for. I'm going for a construction yard here. I mean, he has a lot of anti-air. At this situation, I don't know what to do really. It doesn't feel like I can do very much here as a space. I'm trying to take down his construction yard, not as... I know it's not really helping much. It's just gonna build them up again immediately. And I know I'm gonna lose my plane anyway soon, because he has way too much anti-air here. And so at this point, when this happens, my thought is that, okay, I cannot use air at all to breach his base, so I will simply have to use my air to help my ground units in ground fights, rather than trying to destroy his building, as that's not going to work, obviously. I've seen other players going for, when I defend myself like this, they simply build up more air. I have seen up to 10, 12, what are they called? Those air units of the opponents. Vertex or something. Yeah, and they... At that point, it doesn't really matter how much anti-air I have. They simply can one-shot... well, they destroy my headquarters in one lobby. And that puts me in a rather devastating spot sometimes. I myself rather don't want to. I don't know why I'm sending these units out again. Yeah, I want his AV factory. So was a bit afraid of his owner. I don't know. I should have left them at home probably, because I know I'm going to lose them. Anyway, that might have been a tactical mistake. So at this point, this is pretty much... This happens pretty often, that both myself and my opponent defend well against air and water, air and naval, and we are simply forced into producing ground units, kind of. And at that point, as time goes by, I will start facing Zeus in time, and that's when the problems usually start. However, I have gotten some pretty great advice from you guys how to face them, and I have been trying to keep trying to thought about it during the game, trying to be thinking about it during the game, and this game I face Zeus as well, but obviously this, as I'm winning this game, obviously it goes a lot better. So here I am trying to think about what you guys said, that these guys do best in forests, so I'm just trying to keep them here. I forgot to stop my snipers from shooting. I didn't want to reveal myself here, but that's actually a mistake. But whatever. At least I got a good look at what he has. So I'm seeing a few naval units, and here I see the Zeus tanks again, as usual. So my thought here is to constantly produce grenadiers, of course. As you guys said, that they should be able to deal with them. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm building up my air again, but mostly to help with my ground forces. And grenade production I'm trying to keep up all the time. And I will start soon to produce artillery and gags. So I don't know if it's much is happening now. From this point forward, it's basically going to be a very, very, very slow push forward with where I abuse greater range, basically. And that's actually I want to thank you guys for this victory, because a lot of what you guys said to me, I have been trying to keep it in mind. I'm just gonna fast forward here a bit until something happens. I don't know what I'm doing right here. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can do something from this way. And here I see pretty good ground force here. At this point here, I don't know if I maybe should withdraw. Yeah, these units, sometimes I really trouble controlling these units, so you have their own will, it feels like. Actually, this particular fight felt like a huge mistake. I know that. And lucky for me, he doesn't really counter immediately. So I'm good for a while. So I'm just again building up my forces here. I'm gonna forward up to the next fight. Here, yeah, right. As the naval war has been pretty much idle and I have a lot of money, I decided to try a naval strike, which will fail horribly. But I will show you anyway here, and you can tell me what went so horribly bad. Actually, I kind of know it a little bit. So, yeah, right. Here I have started artillery production, and basically slow pushing my way forward here into his base. And I'm also sending out my naval. Actually, these boats takes up way too much command points. So I need to get rid of them anyway. Yeah, right. I tried to use my air to get down a few of these naval platforms to help my naval units here. As you can see, I got on only one platform. And my thought here is, okay, he has 2 platforms and 1 ship. I don't know why this ship goes through. I have 6 ships. So I think, my thought is, yeah, right, I tried to lure him towards me. It didn't really work. And of course he has his own air helping here. Okay, as you can see, this was just a big failure. Now I'm just pushing forward everything here. And after this fight I will simply forget about naval during the rest of this fight. 4 ships, and that's obviously by no means enough. Yeah, I came in at a weird angle here, I guess. Yeah, if all these ships had attacked simultaneously, maybe it had gone better. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you can see how it goes here. Anyway, in the meantime, the rest of my units is dead. So at this particular point, I feel just horrible. I have wasted all my units and all my naval units and all my air units. I have basically nothing. So I've been watching the naval fight, and meantime I lost my ground force. So the mistake here is pretty obvious. I simply didn't watch my ground forces at all. I have no idea at what position my opponent is in. So at this point I just feel bad. So my thought here is, okay, I know he has his own airplane, I need air defenses. Trying to build up my own air again to aid. And grenadiers to counter Zeus, and as well as air defense. So maybe I am lucky again that my opponent is not countering. Maybe he doesn't have much units to counter with. I honestly don't know. Anyway, gonna speed it up a little bit here. Just building up my air. And I'm gonna start slow pushing forward again, as I don't know what else to do really. So here I saw how many Zeus you got. My grenade is gonna stay there. So my thought here is, I don't really know. That I am very weak. I need to defend myself against that. So I'm just trying to get out as much units as possible here. Trying to keep up Grenadier, Jaguar and artillery production mainly. Oh yeah, I actually been thinking about what you said about mines too. So I'm actually been trying to put down some minefields here and there where I expect fights to happen. Or where I expect him to come, rather. So I'm putting down minefield here, and later on I will put down another minefield here. So, okay, now I have major problem in this air units. I haven't been keeping up air defenses. So, at this point, I realize I have to do something, so I start producing porks and actually building my way forward with the air defense tower, which actually works wonders. This was actually helped me a lot, actually. So I'm just trying to push my forward with units as well as air defense towers. Trying to defend myself. Yes, trying to building more defenses over here. So my thought here is simply to defend my best against air and abuse my range. And that's what I'm trying to do here. He had an ion cannon, which he actually only used once, and it didn't make that big of a deal. So at this point, from this point on, you will basically see the same thing going on. Me trying to defend against this air and pushing my way forward with artillery, yags and grenadiers. So I don't know if there is much else to discuss. We're gonna slow down a little bit. Yeah, this ship here is a pain in the ass for me. I'm simply going to take this way around here. I don't know if there is much to say. I just wanted to show you guys the way I've been playing, how I'm thinking when I'm facing the Zeus. And, you know, I want you to know that I appreciate so much your advices. I'm trying to think about it, and sometimes maybe it doesn't work always. Maybe I sometimes doesn't understand right. But you should know also that it usually takes a few games to change my way. You know, bad habits stick. Has a tendency to stick, and it usually takes a few games to get rid of it. So I can see it's a big base here, major air defenses. So this is basically what you're going to see now. I'm trying to defend against these yags. My battery is dying here during the game. Okay, so I can see grenadiers and artillery seem to work pretty good. He's pushing me with only Zeus here, basically. And I'm producing artillery, grenadiers and a few yags, and I'm holding off pretty fine. So I don't know if there is much can tell you right now. I'm trying to push from both directions here now. And it's going to take a while for me to get rid of his his defenses and his units. but I will tear him down eventually. And if you have any thoughts about, maybe I could have won this way earlier, I don't know. I know there was a few tactical mistakes during the game, I'm well aware of it. But I'm kind of glad also for this game because it let me train against Jesus. It was so many different situations in this game, so it gave me good opportunity to try out everything it taught me. So at this point it seems like he doesn't have enough production because I am just keeping on outproducing him. I don't know, yeah, about this fight here, maybe it's going too fast, I don't know. But I don't know if this is the right approach. Maybe I should engage differently. But it's been feeling for a while that I am winning. I can see that he doesn't have enough production. I'm outproducing him a little bit more and more by the time. And at this point is pretty much nothing he can do, I think. From this point you're just gonna see me pushing in and win. But it was a super fun game, really. It was so fun trying out all my units. I actually had the thought many times to mix in Camelons, and if he had defended harder I probably would have. Okay, so he left early there. So I just want to show you guys this video since it's a great opportunity for you to tell me my mistake, what am I doing good, what am I doing bad. And thank you for watching, and see you guys in chat.